You've seen the headlines. AI is rewiring business, but what are founders actually using it for every month to profit? And what are they doing differently from what you might be doing? In this video, I'll walk through the exact prompts and tools that they're deploying across marketing and product and support and ops. You can copy the prompts, you can run the process, and you can watch as your company gets ahead, AI enabled, in just a few minutes. If you're not deploying AI at scale yet, there's a simple reason, and I'm going to fix it in the next 5 minutes. You're probably doing random AI hacks. You're using LLMs, you're typing things into ChatGPT, maybe Claude, but really you're wasting your time. You might be looking for the next tool. You might be finding it, seeing some, what we call tool porn, this just in case hunting. You're trying to find the thing, oh, that's neat. Let me try to find a way to use it. And that's really good for a dopamine hit, but it's not so good for scaling. And these AI first CEOs are approaching things in a very different way. I've stress tested my business systems with over 1,200 entrepreneurs in my CEO workbench, but now I'm going to share. If you're not already AI enabled, the reason is that you don't know what you don't know, but we're going to fix that right now. Here's the secret. We're going to use AI to tell you how to get AI enabled. You don't need some magic person. AI can actually help you get AI enabled, but you can't just ask in a chat, say, how do I do this? Because you'll get a very unfocused response. It isn't clear enough direction for the AIs to give you a productive answer. I want to introduce you to the AI deployment matrix. There are 4 functions and 3 leverage levels. The first is data analysis. That's insights and market intelligence. Then there's creation. That's when you're creating assets, or you're creating copy, or you're creating code. And the third is automation. That's hands-off operations. So now let's look at this matrix and let's use that to AI enable you. This is the AI deployment matrix that I was talking about. When you think about the different functions that you have in your business, sales, marketing, product, support, operations, and finance, these are the different areas that you could deploy AI. But it's not just that you could deploy it, you can use it in different ways. The first way is in data analysis, to understand the world that you have, understand the marketplace, and understand and use intelligence to get better at things. The second way is to create stuff, whether you're creating sales materials or product or marketing materials or creating responses to support tickets. All of those things are in the creation bucket. So you analyze, you know what to create, then you create it, and then automation, the other piece, is taking things off of people's plates and putting them on the machine's plates. So if you look at this matrix, it gives you the first way of thinking about AI automation and how do you implement it in your business. If you're just stumbling across a tool, you don't know if that tool is actually fitting in to where you have a need today. Instead, if you use this matrix as the starting point for where will you fill in the gaps, you're going to be able to check the boxes in each one of these, and eventually you'll have fully AI enabled your business. So with that in mind, let's jump into the prompts that you can use right now to have AI help you AI enable your business. This is the first prompt that I want to share with you, and it is the AI deployment prompt. And the idea behind this is to have the AI understand about your business, your needs, your goals, and come up with what other AI agents is it going to use in order to get you to your business goals. So this is just a skeleton here. If you want the full one, go to ceoworkbench.com. It is free there, and you can download this. It is the AI deployment prompt. The role of it is you are the AI deployment advisor for a company. Obviously, you're going to fill in your own information here. And I'm going to give you an example so that you can understand how this looks in a filled in capacity here. But it's going to have certain inputs. These are the things that you're going to input, and then it's going to have a process, a task about what it's going to do. So let me then jump over and give you one that's filled in, and we can look through it together so you know how this works. All right, so here I've pasted in the AI deployment prompt specifically for Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory. So the role is you are the AI deployment advisor for Wonka Industries, a whimsical chocolate brand famed for imaginative bars, viral golden ticket promos, and a global fan base of kids and nostalgic adults. The company in one sentence. So we've got here a filling in of everything. What's the company in one sentence? It's playful premium chocolates. The function that we're looking for is marketing. Now, you remember that grid that we talked about? What's the biggest impact? So maybe in this case, in this exercise, you want to really tackle marketing, and the leverage level, the other side of the grid, is analysis. Remember that you've got different functions of the business and different levels of things that you want to attack. And you're going to fill in every single one of those grids. The important thing is when you've used AI in the past, it's been either super big picture or super small. In other words, you've asked it this really big conceptual question that it probably didn't have the grounding to understand. It didn't have all the context of your business, so it gave you kind of a crummy generic answer. Or you might have asked a very tactical question, a very how do I do this, but that's too small. The issue is that you didn't have the right level of granularity to get this kind of AI implementation going. So with that grid, which you'll get access to when you go to the CEO Workbench, it is free, you're going to be able to fill that in, and then you're going to run this, and you're going to do this based on what your biggest pain point is. Now let's pretend that what we have here is Wonka Industries, and really their issue is understanding their marketing landscape so they can make better marketing for their next chocolate. So the function is marketing, and here the leverage level is analysis. They're looking to better understand what ads to create. Specific success criteria would be to reduce their Facebook cost per purchase by 20% within 30 days. So it's extremely concrete. What are they trying to accomplish? And likewise, you have a business goal, let's say again in marketing analysis, of what is it you want to accomplish in what time frame. So we're explaining that here. And then we're going to paste in the company brief. Now the company brief is a whole bunch of text about your company. So the AI has context. Now I have another video which is available on my channel, which talks about how to create a company brief. So if you have one already, which is good for AI, just paste it on here. If you don't, make sure to go to that video because I explain exactly how to do that. What's the company identity? Because for marketing that matters. The business snapshot, current metrics, all this is important, the context for the AI. Strategic objectives for the next 12 months, because remember, we're asking for a 30-day plan here. The AI needs to know what is the 12-month plan so it's consistent. What active projects are there? Initiatives, constraints and guardrails like a budget ceiling, compliance and regulatory. Those things might not be relevant to you, but your company brief will be specific to you. And again, if you go to that other video, it'll give you the formula for doing that. Resources and assets, known risks, a decision log. This is all part of just the format. It's going to ask the AI to output the next steps. So what we're going to do here is just hit submit on this, and it's going to give us the next steps. Before we move on to get how these AI executives work together, if you want your marketing to take off like a rocket, I've got a secret for you. Imagine being able to know if your ads will work before you spent any money. I created Atomized, where you can have thousands of AIs simulate your customers exactly, and will tell you if an ad will work before you spend a dime on it. The link's at the top of the description. Check it out. Now let's see what the AI came back with. So the highest impact move, AI-driven creative teardown and rapid cycle testing. Well, what does that mean? Training an LLM on your last 90 days of Facebook ad performance, pinpoints which hooks, visuals, and offers cut the cost per purchase. Feed those insights into an idea generator that spits out fresh combos, then test and call it high speed. So it gives us a 3-step sprint run this week. It tells us exactly what to do. It gives us the prompt. You are an ad performance analyst. Cluster these ads by hook, offer, etc. It's giving us step-by-step what to do here. We're getting AI enabled, and we've got help from the AI to do that. Generate new ad variants, automate daily kill scale loop. So it's telling us exactly what to do. Use Zapier to pull ad metrics. If some of this is Greek to you, that's okay. I'm going to show you exactly how to fix that. KPI checkpoints, like what do you have to do to make this? Baseline cost per purchase. Day 7, you want to see this. I'm starting to get AI enabled, but let's say that I'm not as sophisticated. Well, okay, I don't know what this means. Okay, Zapier, I know it's some kind of tool. I don't understand how to do this. Please help. Assume that I don't know how to use Zapier. Okay, now it's typing out exactly what I need to do. The pre-work, create a Google Sheet, have it admin access to your account, log into Zapier, create a Zap. It's telling me click by click exactly what to do. Ask a question, get an answer. That is the magic of AI. It's telling you how to AI enable, and you're using the tool to do that. There are so many use cases. For marketing, you could spot ad creative fatigue. You could figure out what underperforming ads could be changed. It could recommend a refresh schedule. It could create the new marketing stuff. And that's what I do with Atomized, but that's a side note. For product creation, you can create a one-pager for your products. You could take the top 3 pain points from your users based on customer service, and you could create marketing collateral that overcomes these pain points. For support, you could turn incoming emails into structured tickets. You can auto route them. There are so many things you could do. You have the grid now. You have that grid, and just by filling it in each stage of the automation journey and using this prompt, you can fully AI automate and enable your company. But it's not all roses. There are some pitfalls for this. The first is, if you're going to give it vague goals, you're going to get some garbage output. That's why the prompt that I've given you that you can get on CEO Workbench is very specific. Now, if you recall correctly, I was asking a very specific thing that I wanted to hit a certain target within 30 days. That's a very specific goal. AI does well with specific goals. Now, sometimes it may come back with something that's like, yeah, that's totally not realistic. How do I do that? That's okay. You just nudge it in the right direction. Don't expect this to be a one-shot magic bullet. What it will do, if you articulate your goals well and use the prompts that I've given you, let you zigzag towards it much faster. Within a few minutes, maybe an hour, you will get something that is far better than what you would do trying to figure it out by yourself, taking weeks or months. The second pitfall is not tracking KPIs. If you aren't tracking numbers, it's not going to really know, and this prompt and the AI is not going to really know where you want to go and if it's headed in the right direction. So make sure that you're tracking the numbers. And lastly, one-off use versus a weekly cadence. If you're just going to use this once, that's great. Start to fill in the matrix. But the important thing is continuing each one of these chats that you have and have it be your ongoing advisor. So you'll come back to it each week and update it and say, okay, well, this is what happened. What do you suggest next? It's a conversation. You're creating these experts that are going to help you with every single part of the business, and it's going to help guide you in a way that you would never be able to do without having to hire a full management team. So this is the way. Just grab the exact prompt and the blank deployment matrix. It's at the CEO Workbench. The link is below. Run it this week and tell me the metric that you moved. So now you've seen how high-level entrepreneurs are using AI to gain real leverage. But if you want to go beyond the tools and actually start thinking and operating like an 8-figure founder, the next video is a must-watch. 2 elite CEOs, might recognize one of them, break down the habits that drive massive success. Now you can start applying them immediately. It's on the screen right now. Click and go watch.